You have habits just like me. Talk too much with strangers. Get way too serious around family. And I don't have any wishes, but when I kiss you, our lips fit well. And I don't have expectations, but when I daydream, I fall asleep, and our hands melt. It started out as teasing, but I had deeper meaning when I touched your chest. Now I don't know how, but if I did, and I don't have any wishes, but when I kiss you, our lips fit well, and I don't have expectations, but when I daydream, I fall asleep, and our hands melt. But if I did all along, and I don't have wishes.
What is up, Ram fam? Welcome to Overwatch. It's on a Saturday. It's 5 p.m. This isn't the normal time for Overwatch. This isn't the normal guy for Overwatch. I am not Rich the Kid. He is out with a cold right now. So I'm here as his replacement right now. I'm on the Smash team. We play on Monday nights. You should go watch our games too. But we're here for Overwatch tonight. Tonight we're going to be playing UNC Pembroke. It looks like we're in lobby. We're good. We're going to start pretty soon here. And let's get some hype in the chat for the Rams. Who you guys most excited to see play tonight? We got the whole crew. We got Mac. Mac's been doing Colgera. He's been popping off recently on the Sojourn. Let's see if he can keep that up tonight. Got Parabolic on tank. So there was a new patch that just released for Overwatch the other day with some new perks. And they should be turned off. Playfly, the conference we play through, plays a little differently than us. So they wait 2 weeks for new patches to start playing on them. And it looks like we are already loading into the game. So I'll meet you guys in just a second when we are in game. So for this first game mode, it's going to be the capture the point mode. There's going to be 3 points, and we're going to be looking to capture 2 before the other team can capture 2.
I was gonna see if Twitch was down.
We've got Parabolic running the hazard, just like last week. We're gonna see how it works. We got Patty back on Lucio. He played Juno for a lot of last semester, so get some hype in here for Patty, guys. He finally got off of Juno, getting to play a new character. Got Parabolic switching to the Malga right as it starts. Let's go. Point unlocks in 20 seconds. Got Colgera on the Sojourn, looking to get some early damage, some charge on that with that E. The other team, Pembroke, uses their Maywall pretty early. Sojourn is to her side. Hazard is low. Parabolic with the kill, almost the kill. Hazard just gets away, just barely. Got Parabolic charging in the Maywall to block him off. He cannot connect, unfortunately. The rest of the team is pushed up. Looks like they will capture the point while the rest of the team is waiting to push back in and regroup. They have switched off of the Hazard onto the Malga to try and match Parabolic on Malga. We've got Colgera on the Sojourn. Payload Princess. He's sitting here getting some big damage on them. They do not seem to see him sitting off to the side. Malga's low. Parabolic with the kill on the Malga. Pyro on Sombra, getting behind them, diving with the Malga. He TP's out just barely. Maywall on Malga. Malga is stuck off-site. He runs back into the point. Already at 40% on this first capture point on this map. It's looking. Pembroke is gonna. They have an ult coming up soon, so we're gonna have to watch out for that. But Parabolic does have the Malga cage, looking to shut them out with a couple other ults coming up real soon for the Rams. Pyro might be looking to sneak behind him here in a moment with his TP. He does have EMP coming up soon. Malga is charging back in. Charlie uses his ult, the Malga cage. S6A2 uses the Moira ult. They kill the Malga. Malga's dead. Lucio's dead. Colgera diving in, looking for the kill on the other Sojourn. Gets the kill. And that looks like an ace for our CIU Rams. It was a pretty convincing team fight, I'd say, for the Rams. And they still have 2 more ults for this next fight. Pembroke will have to push back really quickly here. They are running out of time. The point is at 95%. Their Malga charges onto the site. The Sojourner comes out. The overclock from Pembroke. Looks like they will be taking the site here. They are backing out. Parabolic and Patty have both died. Colgera trying to get out, trying to escape. The slide's on cooldown, cannot escape. Pyro and Patty are sitting in the back on the Lucio and the Sombra, just waiting for everyone to regroup. They have Lucio beat and the EMP from Sombra looking to enter this next fight. Looking to retake the point and capture this first map. The first point on this map. Colgera sitting behind. The beat keeps him alive. The Lucio beat. The EMP. Parabolic walking back towards site. Kills the Brig. Looking at Sojourn. Colgera in the back. Unfortunately, did not make it. But they won the team fight. It does not look like Pembroke will make it back in time. And that is the first point captured for our CIU Rams. Now, with this game mode, that isn't it yet for this first game. We have 2 more points coming up, and if we can capture this next one, we'll go up on the set early with a 1-0 lead over Pembroke. We're looking to capture this next point here. We're going to be fighting right over here. There will be probably some Lucios on both teams looking to get some boops, looking to hit some people off map here. It's a lot of opportunity for people to accidentally make a quick mistake and just step off the map on this point. Looks like we will be keeping the same comp for the CIU Rams with the Malga. Malga charging in, trying to get to point early. The other team, similar comp. They have Juno this time. They have the same lineup. all getting demolished right now by the Symmetra E from Colgera. Sliding in, gets the kill on the May. Looking at the other Sojourn now. Kills the Sojourn. Great double kill by Colgera here. Parabolic looking to charge further out and just shut them out of getting back to site. Let's get some hype going in the chat for the Rams. Having a great start to this game. We've got Parabolic right here, just looking to trade with the other Malga, just getting some damage in. Just keeping them shut out, not even giving them a chance to get to site. Malga is hacked, but he has both his supports with him. He's being healed. They cannot outdamage this Malga heal. Charlie is getting low, about to die. Charlie dies. They are still on point with 30% on the point. The rest of the team is still alive. The Brig is down for Pembroke. Colgera gets the kill on the Sombra, gets traded by their Malga. Pyro is looking to escape, does not make it in time. Patty and Parabolic are back, still alive. Looks like they're going to wait for the rest of the team to get back. They are up 40% on this first point, so we have a pretty decent lead. Got to look to take that site back and get back in control of this map. Pyro coming back in, close to EMP. It's a pretty big ult for team fights. We have a lot of ults up for the Rams. It looks like we're going to use the overclock for Colgera. Looks to kill the Moira with it. Kills the Moira. Looking at the Sombra now. Sombra blinks away. TPs. Gets away. They've recaptured the point. It looks like 682 is gonna S682 is gonna use her ult here to keep the team alive, keep some damage. She gets hacked behind from the Sombra and Malga caged. They do use the Lucio beat from Patty to keep the team alive. This is a big team fight. A lot of ults coming out from both teams. We see the Malga cage. We see the Sombra EMP. We see Pyro back on site fighting their Sojourn. Gets the kill. Secures the site. Already up to 75% on the map. Looking to close it out with one last fight. There's only a Brig ult up for UNC Pembroke, so they're not looking. They don't have too many resources to take site here back with. Gonna be looking to kill Parabolic here and capitalize off of that. Colgera is on site. He will go down. Patty, the last one alive, does not make it back. They will capture the point with the Rams sitting at 96%. So it looks like they are going to try and push up to slow the Rams down. But no ult, so it will be pretty even team fight here. Parabolic looking with the Malga shout, just healing so much, doing so much damage. S6 gets the kill on the Sojourn. Big pick for the start of this fight. Looking at the Malga now, who's low. Kills the Malga. Looking on Brig. Kills Brig. There's just the Sombra alive, and the Sombra will TP away. Give them a difficult time, but the Rams will take the site. And that will be the first map for our CIU Rams. It's looking like a great early lead from the Rams. It is a best-of-5 series, so we will have 4 more maps potentially if the Rams cannot manage to secure the next couple of maps here. So we're gonna go back to map select. We're gonna ban a couple maps. We're gonna figure out what mode we're playing next, and I will see you guys in just a moment.
Your lips are stained with fiction. You always have your reasons, and I spell you rotten. Your hands are sealed in pockets. You fill them with your secrets. To you, I am nothing. I am. Your kiss, sweet like poison. You know you make me reckless. I'll run, but you are friction.
Welcome back, Ram fam. Going into map 2, we're going to be playing on Kings Row. This is going to be one of those maps where there's a push the cart mode. There's going to be a cart that one team will have to unlock and try and push all the way to the objective at the end of the map. And we will start out trying to defend them from pushing the cart. I'm seeing some hype in the chat for Pyro and Colgera. Let's, if anyone else is here watching for anyone else, let's get some hype up for, Parabolica and S6 and Patty. They seem to be, let's get some hype in the chat for them too as we get going into this second map. Looks like we will be running a very similar comp to the first map. The comp it did seem pretty strong. They would try and engage on a specific character and just kind of all crash out on them, and it seemed to work pretty well on the first map. So let's see if they can have the same success that they did on that first map here. Starting out, the other team this time does have they do have a Genji this time. They will have a Genji. They have a Mercy, so that's a bit different. They also have a Winston, which is quite different than the Rams comp. Winston, top left, jumps up. Winston's one of those characters where he's a tank, but he still has a good bit of mobility. He has a jump where he can jump across a good bit of space and try and create space for his team. Oh, and there's the jump. He jumps onto Parabolic, into the whole team. They do kill the Winston. Malga reloading, charging onto the Sojourn, looking to kill Soj. Sojourn does slide away, just barely gets away. Looking at Genji now. Close up on the Genji. Genji uses deflect. Patty is dead right now. Did die in that. Did get picked off by their Sojourn, unfortunately. And it looks like our game will be going to a short pause. Not too sure what's happening. There seems to be some sort of bug going on, so we'll be right back with you guys in just a second when the game is resuming and we're getting back to normal.
I can feel it, rushing through my veins. Love's the only truth. But we've been playing, and now we feel that we can light it up. I can Go on myself. I'm cold steel stainless. My glass half full. Always said don't suffer no fools. Serpents, daydream. I bite, you call me lovely. Got a sweet tooth. Gonna get the sugar from you. When they say I'm a machine gun, I take it as a compliment. Honey, you should know I can be a weapon.
Ready for battle.
Welcome back, Ram fam. It's looking like we got the little tech issue figured out. There was a strange little glitch we were having, but seems like we should have it figured out and are ready to get going again after that quick tech break. Sorry for all of y'all having to wait at home. No, had a pretty intense map going on. The Rams were looking to try and shut out Pembroke pretty early and take a nice lead on this map too, but it's okay. We'll just have to. We got there last time. We can get there again. It's looking like we're gonna continue with the same team composition we've been using. We've got Parabolic on the Malga. The other team, however, they have switched to using D.Va. So they also have a Lifeweaver at this time instead of Mercy, which seems to be a very different team comp than before. It'll be interesting to see. D.Va is trying to dive onto Pyro on the Sombra. He does manage to escape. He gets out. D.Va is back up, picks off Pyro. It's okay. The rest of the team is still alive in the back, trying to keep them from capturing the point early. They have a Genji pushing up behind the team. Patty is also picked off. It's just S682, Colgera, and Parabolic left on the point. Colgera will go down. Parabolic goes down, and it looks like S6 will also go down. It looks like we're gonna be waiting for the rest of the team to get back, and they are gonna grab the cart early and look to try and push it all the way. So they seem to switch their team comp a lot coming into this map, and it's a tough to play into with the characters we have. Parabolic has switched onto the Hazard, and Patty has switched onto the Juno, looking to kind of counteract their D.Va and Lifeweaver. The Genji does pick off Pyro early, but Parabolic does trade him early with the slash. Juno is pretty low, looking behind the team, looking to keep everyone alive, keep some health going. Just keeping the healing up. Parabolic is in the front, just holding them off. He dives in, almost picks off the Sojourn, but she managed to get away. They need to be careful here as Sojourn looks to ult them soon, potentially, from UNC. D.Va also has her ult coming up now. She has a pretty powerful ult, I would say. She blows up her mech, and it can just do substantial damage to everyone around it. It almost kills Parabolic, but he manages to get out with the Juno ring. Pyro is behind the D.Va right now, looking to escape with the rest of his team. S6 does get taken out, but the rest of the team is still up. They're looking to try and hold them at this first point. They can't really. They're kind of getting the Rams are getting shut out in that alleyway by this different team comp that Pembroke has run. Hazard ult will come out here, so the life grip will come out from Lifeweaver to pull the Sojourn out. They do kill the Genji and the Juno. Those are two big picks. They have some other big ults up, but it does not look like CIU will need to use them in this team fight. The Sojourn gets away. Pyro and Parabolic are looking to chase it, trying to pick her off. She gets away, just barely cannot secure the kill. Colgera looking to get some good damage on them before they can get all the way back. Look to get some nice little chip damage. Parabolic looking to push up, looking to slow them down. They were able to march down pretty quickly. We're looking to try and slow them down. They've got 3 minutes to get to the next point if the Rams are able to hold them for those 3 minutes, it makes our half of pushing the cart a bit easier. It looks like a Juno Beam will come out here, along with the EMP. Big team fight here. A lot of ults coming out from the Rams, looking to push Pembroke back off the point. Looks like the Genji and the Lifeweaver will manage to get away. They did use the Sombra EMP and the Juno Orbital Ring. Those are two pretty powerful team fighting ults. So it'll be tough for them to secure these next couple of fights without these ults. They are looking to get Hazard ult back soon, so maybe that'll be enough. It looks like Pembroke is gonna switch off of the Genji and actually onto Cass. It's a pretty different character. Genji is this like cyber ninja. He has these sick throwing stars, and then Cassidy is just he's got a revolver. It's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. Hazard will use the ult. Looks to get all 5 with it. Lands the wall on the Sojourn. Parabolic is just diving into their backline here. Diving even further, looking to pick off the 2 supports. Looking at the Juno and the Lifeweaver. Picks off the Juno. And it looks like the Lifeweaver may be able to escape from Parabolic. He is going to try and chase him down. Hazard, one of the newest character in the game, is one of the, I believe, the only tank who can climb walls like we just saw. He's one of 4 characters who can do it. So Parabolic looking to take use of that and chase down the Lifeweaver there. Looks like we're getting close on our Moira ult. That's not the best ult, but it'll still be helpful in this next team fight. Their Sojourn and D.Va are looking close on their ults. Gonna have to look out for those going into this next team fight. Colgera looking to just pick off some damage on the D.Va. Their Sojourn in the backline rips her ult, starts just pumping damage. D.Va has to use her ult. She remixes now, doesn't pick anything off with it. Colgera looking to chase Sojourn out of this corner and occupy it himself. He is behind the whole enemy team now, getting some big damage. Defense matrix from D.Va. D.Va has no mech left. Looking to get a pick off Juno, does not. S6 had a massive Moira ult with 3 kills, just chased down half the team to help them secure a pretty good looking spot for the next 45 seconds here until Pembroke gets back to the card and tries to make one last push before they switch sides. Sombra will TP out. Pyro gets out alive. Pembroke has switched their tank out again. This time they're playing Doomfist, a lot more aggressive of a tank, looking to kind of get in their faces and just deal some big damage. They will use the Lifeweaver ults. A lot of ults coming out from Pembroke here. Everyone else dead. Parabolic, the last one. They managed to take him out. It looks like they may make it to this point and be able to keep pushing the cart. They do make it, but because they had to go to overtime, they only have a minute and a half left to push the cart. So it is a much shorter distance, but it is a very tough distance to make it through. It's a lot of corners for CIU to play around and just kind of try and shut Pembroke out for this next minute and a half. Looks like the Doomfist will dive into the team, jumps out. CIU is looking to let them push up a little bit so that they can kind of take advantage of their position. Pyro with the EMP looking to kind of get behind the Doomfist, get some big damage. TP's out, makes it out. They kill the Doomfist. That's a big pick. Parabolic diving in very deep. Colgera did use his ult, gets a pick on the Juno. Big pick. Lifeweaver is alone, right behind Sombra. Pyro will get the pick. Should be a good pick. That's one of the supports. He'll be able to he'll be staggered now. They'll get back a little bit slower. It looks like Pembroke is going to have one last chance to push the cart to the very end of the map. Looks like they will stick with the same team comp they've been running. And they're waiting. Ooh, Pyro goes in with the big EMP. Shuts out the whole team. Doomfist gets walled off by Parabolic. Juno does get picked off. Both of our supports do get picked off by the Cassidy ult. The Pembroke team had a lot of ults that they just used in that team fight to try and shut us out. Looks like we will be keeping most of the same characters. Parabolic will switch to the Orisa to try and stop them at the very end. They have pushed all the way to overtime. They're almost there. Patty uses the Juno Beam. Colgera slides on its site, looking to get some picks here. Looking to kill the Doomfist. Doomfist stays alive. Doomfist still alive. Sombra looking to get the hack on Lifeweaver. Lifeweaver hacked. He cannot heal anymore. And it looks like that will secure. That'll stop them from capturing the point. But they made it just shy of the point. So CIU will have to push even further and make it all the way there to the point in order to secure this map and go up 2-0 in the set. We will be attacking this time, so rather than trying to stop them from getting to the point, we will be pushing the cart this time. There's two game modes that are kind of like this in Overwatch. There's this mode with the cart, and then there's another one that we may see if we, depending on where it lines up and how the set continues to go, where there's a robot and a barrier that they'll have to push. Parabolic switching to the Orisa at the end of that defense seems to really help them out and kind of secure them from capturing the point. Looks like they will be running a super similar comp to what they ran on defense. So, looking to see them continue the good work they've been putting in. Let's get some hype going in the chat for them, guys. They've been playing really well tonight. Let's keep it going. Colgera especially. I'm going to keep my eye on him. He's been doing well. Pyro will switch to the Widowmaker on King's Row here, it looks like. Looking to get some early snipes here.
Hello.
This map is pretty popular to run the Widow on, especially with this little window up top that Pyro will be looking to take advantage of. He'll be looking to get a big pick here with the ADS. Just barely misses. Almost picks off the Lifeweaver. The rest of the team is already pushed in. Pyro just staying in the back on Widowmaker, looking to deal some nice damage to support the team. He switches off to Sombra, looking to come in with the rest of the team here. Pembroke back on the Genji, diving the back line. He is behind. He makes it behind the team. Almost gets picked off, but manages to survive. Pembroke is running the Orisa now. We haven't really seen them run the Orisa too much. Their tank has played a lot of different characters so far. So it's interesting to see them adapt live throughout the game. Looking to push on a point here with the Mauga Shout. Parabolic will use the Mauga Shout to keep himself alive. Orisa uses her gold. They're both just spraying the other, dealing a ton of damage, trying to out-heal each other. Looking to kill the Orisa here. Orisa and Moira are both one. The Moira gets picked off by Parabolic. Orisa gets life gripped by the Lifeweaver. Makes it out. Orisa looks for the pin, pushes Mauga back, but it's not enough. Mauga runs all the way into the back, chasing down the Lifeweaver with Sombra, and they will get the pick to secure the payload. So now, we'll see them do the same thing that Pembroke just had to do. As they unlock the cart, they'll have to push the cart a little bit further than how far Pembroke made it. They have 5 minutes, which is a little bit longer than Pembroke had. It took them a little bit to capture the cart at the beginning. So, it's looking like they're in a good spot to start with. Genji, low, almost picked off by the Mauga. Orisa keeps throwing her spear at the Mauga, trying to pin him to the wall and take him out, but does not have enough damage output for the Mauga. Mauga is a very tanky character, so he just continues to just live. He'll just be shooting you, he'll use his E, and then he'll keep shooting you, and he'll start healing. He does have the cage coming up here, so he may be looking to run in and use cage on this enemy team. He does cage the Orisa. The Orisa does get life gripped. Mauga is alone in his cage at this point. The rest of the team was able to escape it. Lucio does have beat here, may be using it. Does not use the beat to keep I guess the Orisa ult. Mauga uses shout. Genji just gets picked off by Patty on the Lucio. Looking to use beat now to keep the team alive. Pyro does have EMP. He may be looking for a big EMP in the backline here. Big EMP from Pyro. Shuts out the entire team. He dives in the backline to chase down the Orisa. Catches the Orisa and the Moira to secure a nice little team wipe there. They have a nice little stagger going now, so it's gonna be tough for Pembroke. They're gonna have to wait to regroup. That was a really great ult from Pyro here. Let's get some hype in the chat for that EMP. That was really strong from Pyro. They're now, Pembroke has switched to the Malga to try and match Parabolic on the Malga. Looks like Sojourn is going to slide into the backline. Colgera picks him off. Their Genji is going to blade into our backline, looking to wreak havoc back. Just Parabolic left. And that looks like it will be a team wipe for Pembroke. We did almost make it to that first point with 3 minutes left to go. So that does put the Rams in a great spot. We have a lot of ults coming up. We have Malga ult coming up soon. We have Moira ult soon. And we have Sojourn ult. So looking like this should be a strong team fight for us. We're going to have to fight into the Lifeweaver ult, which will come out now, trying to keep Pembroke alive, just keep some big healing output. It is not enough. Colgera will pick off the Sombra with his overclock. Looking like a big ult from SXA2 here on the Moira. Looking to get some big damage output here. Looking to kills the other Moira. Colgera will get picked off. Parabolic all the way in, just pushing into their backline, looking to chase down, and will pick off that last player. Patty and Pyro are coming back to the fight. They did go down to that fight, but we were able to capture that point, and so rather than the minute and a half that Pembroke had, we'll have 4 minutes, as we were able to capture it a lot quicker than Pembroke. We have a lot more time to push it to the very end of the map here. It looks like both Malgas will shout and just kind of shoot into each other. They're sprinting in. Their Malga will use the cage. He traps Pyro with no one else. Everyone else manages to avoid the Malga cage. Looking like we're going to be waiting on Pyro to go back in here with some early damage. Colgera does get picked off, unfortunately. It looks like they will have a Bastion now. That is a character we have not seen yet tonight. He can have a pretty high damage output if his turret form is not respected. But it looks like CIU will be making sure to respect that Bastion turret. It looks like the payload will be coming back right around the corner, but don't worry, guys. We still got 2 minutes. We've got 2.5 minutes here, and Parabolic is all the way in the back line, looking to kill the Bastion. Kills one. He's turning onto the Malga, about to have the Malga cage. May look to use it. Doesn't need to use it even. He charges into the Sojourn, picks off the has the reload. May not be able to get the pick. Picks off the Sojourn. That's a big pick. It looks like Moira may be picked off here by Pyro as well. Another great pick by Colgera and Pyro, just working together really well to dive that backline. Big EMP coming out from Pyro as well. It looks like we are almost at the point. We're using the overclock now from Colgera, looking to shut out anyone. And it looks like we will secure the second map here, going up 2-0 in the set. This is a pretty good lead it's looking like here. We're going to look at map 3, kind of try and keep this momentum going. Obviously, Pembroke is going to try their hardest. They're going to push back, so we're going to have to see if they can bring it back from the 2-0 deficit. It is difficult, but we've seen the Rams do it before, so we have to keep it up the hard work, and keep it rolling into this third map. Let's keep some hype going in the chat for the Rams, and we will see you guys in the next game. I need water. What'd you say? I'm trying.
Well, I don't mind being on camera. It's my side.
He's like, I want to show my good side.
I don't know what I'm gonna ask you. I got. Oh my gosh. Looks like we will be loading into this next map here. This time we're going to be on Saravasa, the most commonly played Flashpoints map. There is a second Flashpoints map, but don't really tend to see that too often. This is a mode where both teams will try and... It's very similar to the first mode we played, where there were these points that each team would try and take control of for longer, but instead of switching maps, this one keeps going and they charge faster. It'll be the first to 3 out of 5 maps, and this is one of the potential fights we may see. One of the potential spots we may see our CIU Rams fighting to try and capture. Looks like we will be running the same comp we've continued to run throughout the night with the Parabolic on the Malga. He's doing a great job just holding it down on tank. He's switched to tank in between semesters and he's been doing a great job. Let's get some hype up in the chat for him as he continues to play on this new role. And then Colgera, he's a new player we picked up over winter break for the CIU Rams, and he's been doing a great job on DPS. So let's just get some hype in the chat for those two. It looks like there may be a potential glitch again, so we may be taking a quick little break here before we get back to the gameplay. We will see you guys in a short minute back on the same map for Flashpoints. It looks like we will be getting back into the game here. Looked like similar issue to earlier. So I imagine we'll be playing the same team comp I was just talking about, as we didn't really load into the game or get to try anything out. But so we will be on Flashpoints. This game mode has been, I'd say, one of CIU's strong points. I've been watching them as someone else on the esports team. I've tried to watch our other teams kind of play their games, and so I think they've done a great job playing on Flashpoints. So let's see if they can continue that momentum they've built in the first 2 games tonight and keep it moving into Flashpoints. It looks like we will continue with the same team comp. The other team will be running a Reaper. I do not believe we've seen a Reaper tonight. They have a Genji behind the whole team. Almost picks off Colgera early, but does not have enough damage output to pick him off alone. Pyro is going to end up behind the entire team. Hacks the Reaper and has the TP out. Moira will get picked off by Colgera here. Colgera going to look to pick off the Genji. Genji does get away with deflect, unfortunately. Colgera will go down in this fight along with Parabolic. Pyro also going down. It looks like our 2 supports will be able to make it out and wait for the team to regroup to capture this point. So as I was explaining this mode earlier, there's the points. They charge up a lot faster than the other modes we see where you capture a point and just hold it. So they're already a quarter of the way there for Pembroke. So it looks like the Rams are gonna have to get it moving here in just a second. Looks like Parabolic looking to outdamage their Malga, but has to charge away, regroup for a second, reheal. Malga will get hacked here, but does not seem to be enough to give the Rams a great in. Parabolic is getting close to his Malga cage. Malga gets hacked and picked off. They're gonna look to dive onto the site, pick off the Juno who's been sitting on site. Pyro, TP's back with the rest of the team. Looking to hack the Moira, but they both managed to get away. Playing some pretty mobile characters, I'd say. Reaper has his teleport. Moira is able to go to her Wraith form, get away. Juno can fly. Not a ton of characters who can do that, but she can fly a little bit. And then Genji's, we talked about Genji. He's a ninja. That guy can do a lot of things. You've seen Genji. So it's looking like we are gonna get to about 50% before Pembroke gets onto the site. So it looks like whoever wins this fight will get this first point on Flashpoint and set the momentum. Looks like both Malga cages are going to come out. The Lucio beat, the Moira ult, everyone's ults are coming out here, and Pyro's trying to get back to the team fight. Patty will get picked off by the Genji blade. The Genji will take out the CIU Rams with his blade. It was a pretty chaotic team fight, I'd say. Had a lot of ults come out from both sides. Both Malga cages just trapping everyone together on site. Had the Lucio beat to try and keep the team alive. It looks like they are going to try and capture this first point still. It does get to 99%, but they managed to EMP and run onto the site. Looks like Parabolic is going to pick the Malga off. Colgera is going to actually pick off both the supports. It is now just the DPS is alive. The Reaper, he has no Wraith. The Genji's on site. Colgera, will he be able to do it? Colgera and the supports. They pick off the Reaper. It's just Genji left. Genji does get picked off, and they do manage to claim the point back. This next fight here, not a ton of ults. Pembroke is going to look to use their Juno ult to recap, maybe. Maybe they won't even need it. They're waiting on Parabolic. Juno is going to use her beam to recapture this point. And they do not secure it in time. Parabolic gets right back on the point. It looks like both Malgas are going to use Shout. Parabolic picks off the other Malga. Looking at the Reaper now. Moira cannot get away. Parabolic dives off. And it looks like the Rams will secure the first point of Flashpoints. Let's get some hype going in the chat for them. It's going to be a tough game mode at times. And taking away that first point when you go down so much early in the match can just build a lot of momentum. It looks like we'll make it to the second point before Pembroke can. Gonna look to get some good positioning here, just to be able to get some good damage on Pembroke before they can even really push on the site. There is a little bit of grace period in between when each point opens, so it looks like we will be on the point, making it harder for them to push up. But they do have that grace period to try and keep them in. Looks like they will use the Malga cage. They get Malga. Lucio almost bumps him off. The Reaper ult in the cage. Ooh, gets 4 of our Rams. Takes advantage of Parabolic's cage, which has them all right there, grouped up together, trying to get big damage on the team, and just manages to get a nice little 4 kills with it. So the Rams are now waiting for everyone to respawn, get back. It looks like Reaper is going to be pushed up super aggressively. He's a character who can tend to do this because he has 2 forms to get himself out. He can go into his Wraith where you can't really shoot him, and then he can also he can choose to teleport somewhere, so he can be a tough character to get to. It looks like Genji's right outside this doorway, but they just seem to walk right past him and walk to the site. Looks like we have a lot of big ults. We have a great Sombra EMP. Great EMP from Pyro. Just shuts out Pembroke. When that EMP comes out, they can't use any abilities, and it's a big deal in this game. The abilities are really what make certain characters better than others. So Pyro uses that EMP to just shut out Pembroke and just disables their Malga cage, disables their Genji blade, and just able to just really shut them out of that first point. Stops them from just getting an early capture on that first point. Great fight. Let's get some hype in the chat for Pyro. That was an incredible EMP. We will have Lucio beat for this next fight. That can be pretty good ult. We also have Overclock from Colgera looking to use it now. Looking to get some big damage early with it. Looking to get some picks. All of Pembroke is kind of running into the site. Colgera standing here, just menacingly, just standing and just spraying them down. It is not enough. It is down just to Pyro again. He'll have to back up. It is very close on this second point as well. Both teams are at about 70%. The Rams will be able to push back and have time for maybe one last chance to try and capture this point and keep their momentum going. Reaper does have to use his Wraith form early here. Malga charges into the site, uses his shout, does get picked off early. It does not look like the Rams will be able to bring this back without the Malga, but let's see. We do use the Moira ult here, looking to get some big damage and heals. Great Moira ult from X682, along with Colgera with some incredible damage output. Pyro just continuing with the big EMPs. Let's get some more hype in the chat for Pyro. He's just been doing some crazy stuff with his EMPs tonight, making it so tough for Pembroke to shut out the Rams. Looks like this will go down to overtime on this point again, just like the first point. Genji will use the blade. He'll get 2 picks. Malga looking to just stay alive, just out-damage the other team. Moira keeping him alive, but unfortunately it's not enough. They will lose that second point, but it's okay. This map, there's 5 points you got to capture, so it is first to 3. So 1-1, just even it back up. It's okay. Just got to reset mentally and keep going for the next point. And it looks like we will get there before them. We do have Patty on the Lucio and Zach on the Sombra, both just able to get there before Pembroke. Parabolic is now there. Just about everyone in the lobby is now on this point. Hasn't even opened up yet. Just shows how important that early control of the site can be, because that first team fight, you can get a lot of early percentage on capturing the point. Looks like they are going to start fighting as it begins to open up. They do get Malga caged. It is a bit unfortunate. They will go down early again on this point, but it's okay. It's not over yet. We're not out. It's got to charge up a good bit. So we do have the overclock from Colgera back yet again. It's a really strong ult, can just amp up Sojourn's damage output so much. We're gonna look to pick off the Genji, maybe just to get some quick damage on him. Colgera looking to just get some big damage. Big E right in the middle of the site, just damaging everyone. Genji does get hacked, is able to dash away. Colgera will use the overclock here, looking on the Reaper. Reaper goes down. He's looking at Malga now, kills the Malga too, and the Moira. This is a great ult from Colgera. Looks like the Sombra and Malga will push into the backline and pick off the Juno, stopping her from getting away. Was a good fight from Colgera. Really strong overclock. He's been utilizing that really well tonight. Let's get some hype in the chat for Colgera. That was a great ultimate from our boy. Looking like we're gonna push back up to about 40% before Pembroke is back and able to kind of fight this site again, making it getting pretty close to evening out on this second set. Whoever gets this next point will be on match point, so it does look very important for the rest of this game. We do have a lot of ults. We will use the Moira ult. She will get stunned, unfortunately. We will have EMP coming up here. Looking to use a big EMP again with the Malga cage. We also use Lucio beat. Just looking like a big team fight here from the Rams, and it looks like they will walk away victorious. The other team used a lot of ults too. They used the Juno beam. They used the Genji blade. There's a lot of stuff going on, and CIU is just able to take that second flashpoint, bringing them to match point here. Looks like Patty's gonna try and get there real quickly on Lucio, just wall riding and just schmooving his way across the map. Looks like Parabolic is gonna walk out first. Genji is behind. Colgera spots him, gets some big damage, but does not. Genji does stay behind. Looking for a big flank here. They will pick off the Reaper. Genji is alone behind them still, just waiting for the perfect moment. He gets spotted out by Parabolic, it looks like, but he's not able to do a whole lot in that position back there. It looks like they're going to get the point uncontested. They've captured this point. If they can manage to hold out and win on this point, that will be the game and the set for our CIU Rams. So let's get some hype in the chat for them as we try and capture this last point. Looks like Colgera's getting pretty close to his ult again. Maybe looking to use it early. Malga will use his cage. Moira will go down. It looks like Colgera will use the overclock. Does get picked off. Their Malga cage was just in an unfortunate spot. We do get to pretty close to 50% and they did have to use 2 of their pretty strong ults, so it's a good spot for us to be in, walking up with close on 4 of our ults. We almost have the Malga cage, we have the Moira beam, we have a lot going on here. We have a big pick by Colgera yet again, picks off their support, Moira. Unfortunately, Parabolic is going to get picked off too, but the rest of the team is still alive. Looking to make it out without too many casualties. They do pick off the Genji. He does trade off with Colgera though, so they have 2 characters running back. They're just looking to get back into this fight and capture this point back to try and secure the map. We have Sombra with EMP looking for another big EMP, and he finds it yet again. Just some big EMPs out from Pyro tonight. Let's get some kill the Moira, and it looks like Malga chases the Genji. He does get away, but just yet again another big EMP from Pyro. It's just been a strong night tonight. Strong showing from Pyro and Colgera both on DPS. Just doing some big damage. Just getting a lot of utility out of their ultimates. It's been really good to see. It looks like we do have the Malga cage and the Lucio beat still online. Looks like we will use the Malga cage and the Malga shout. They use the Lucio beat. A lot is happening here. Parabolic does unfortunately get taken out. They almost have the point captured. Looks like they'll have to give it and look to recapture it from Pembroke. We have to wait. We have Pyro and Colgera do get picked off here, so that is not great. It will go down to this 5th point. Let's get some hype in the chat for the Rams. Let's see if we can close it out on game 3. Close out the set with this last flashpoint tonight. This flashpoint mode usually does goes down to the wire. Super tough map to play on at times. Especially after losing a point that you were so close to capturing. It can just weigh on you a little bit. You gotta be careful to not let it discourage you too much. It looks like Pembroke is going to beat the Rams to the actual point again this time, but Sombra is behind them yet again, looking for some big damage. Picks off the Juno. Big pick from Pyro here as they look to capture the point. Genji gets picked off by him yet again. Pyro with a lot of picks right now. Lucio's looking to amp their speed, get them onto site quicker. Looks like Pyro still behind, still just getting all of these hacks. The Malga is getting real low. Malga gets picked, and Reaper goes into Wraith form, but he's got 5 dudes on him. There's not a whole lot you can do out of that. It's looking like they're a third of the way there, but we were able to wipe their team and capture the point. So we're looking to fight back and claw our way back to secure this last map for the Rams. Looks like they are going to keep the same team comp they've kept the whole night. They do have a lot of ults coming up. They have this Reaper ult. That's been pretty strong. They have the Malga ult, so they're going to have to be careful to not get caged and then get Reaper ulted. It looks like the cage will come out along with Reaper did get picked off, but they also have the Moira ult, which is big. They kill the Malga through the Moira ult. Looks like Sombra is going to look for this Genji behind them. Not find him, but Genji was not really there with his team for the entirety of that team fight. He tried to kind of get out and live, and just they weren't able to win that team fight together. Reaper still hanging on to that ult. He's gonna have to look to use it here to try and steal this point at the very end and try and fight back for it. We're getting real close, up to 90% here. It looks like Pembroke is gonna group up and look for one last big push. Reaper does use his ult, but gets picked off really early. The Mauga cage keeping some of them trapped, even after he dies. Sombra looking to get away. Looks like we are at 99%. If we can win this team fight, that will be the game. Patty looking to get the pick, does not manage to. Looking at both our DPSs, if they can do enough here. Just the Moira left on site. It looks like the DPSs with SXA2. Reaper does get back in time. Got to kill this Reaper. They do kill the Reaper, and it looks like no one will be able to make it back in time. And that will be it for the map. Looks like a convincing 3-0 shutout by the Rams tonight, as they were able to kind of just keep that momentum they started early. Let's check out this play of the game from Colgera here. He really had a standout night. He just was able to just get so many vital picks in these team fights. He was just really helpful throughout the night. He's really done a great job so far this season, and can't wait to continue watching him and seeing him perform this season. I believe we have a post-game interview coming up here in just a second, so we're gonna switch off while we get that set up, and we'll be back in just a second with that. Well, we are going to be interviewing our captain of the Overwatch Blue Team, Parabolic here. I got just a couple quick questions for you. How are you feeling after that nice 3-0 shutout against UNC Pembroke tonight?
It felt good, especially on that last map. I feel like the team was working together really well.
Yeah.
Better than we've played for any of our other games, even though the map result might not show that.
Yeah.
It was a tough team. I'm glad we were able to pull it out.
Yeah. You guys had a pretty convincing flashpoints, despite what it may look like. It may look like you went to the 5th point. That game mode usually does go to the 5th point, and you guys kind of just were able to shut them out consistently. I want to ask, how have you been adapting to this new captain role you've stepped into this semester?
It's a bit tough, like leading my peers, especially when I'm younger than them. But
Yeah.
I feel like as a group, we're able to mesh really well, and I'm able to help us all move forward to keep getting better at the game.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And then one last question, and then that'll be it for the night. How have you felt adjusting onto the tank? You were playing DPS last semester, and Colgera's kind of stepped in that role, and he's done, I'd say, a pretty great job on that DPS role. So how have you felt kind of stepping into that tank role, kind of leading the team?
It's definitely very different, right? The damage role is a lot of big plays, hype moments, but the tank role is slower, kind of defining the pace of the game.
Yeah.
I get to make everyone else play the game that I want to play, and if they don't, they're not playing the game at all, and they're losing.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I'm really enjoying it, and it really helps being tank and captain, because tank is the shot caller.
Yeah.
Helps like that in game too.
That
So
makes sense. Well, thank you for doing this quick little interview. Congrats on your 3-0 shutout tonight. Looking forward to seeing
Yes,
the rest
sir.
of the season with you guys. Let's keep it
Absolutely.
going. I'm gonna switch back to chatting with you guys, chat. that was a great showing from our Rams tonight. I think they did a really great job, and let's keep some hype up in the chat for them as we managed to get that convincing 3-0. That's not easy to do a lot of times. It's a lot of easy to win one map and then just kind of struggle to keep that momentum going, and we just did a great job tonight. Thank you guys for coming out to watch Overwatch tonight. I believe we have Rocket League and Smash Bros next Monday, so I believe that'll be at 7 p.m. So you guys should come check out those games. I'll be playing Smash Bros, so definitely come watch that one. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on Monday night.